What's up, guys? Franco from Wrasslin Talkos with Julio from WrestleVlogs, CEO.
How's it going, guys? How's it going, Franco?
It's going pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Just been busy the whole day, trying to catch up with some stuff, editing over vlogs, highlights, and going to the gym. A lot of things today for Sunday. It's supposed to be a day for breaks, but we're out here grinding.
Yeah, I had my day off as well today, but nothing but busyness.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? What are we doing? We just getting on this live stream to talk to y'all about stuff.
Yeah, and address some things. I mean, there's people that know, unfortunately, know about the things that happen behind the scenes between Wrestling Tacos and WrestleVlogs. And I'm here to state that Wrestling Tacos and WrestleVlogs are here to stay and to work together. I know there's differences that set us apart. There's people that set us with differences and stuff like that. But hey, we're right here for the same thing, for the same mission, to promote pro wrestling, to promote lucha libre, promote all types of wrestling here in the state of Texas, from down from Brownsville all the way to Armadillo, wherever we all can get some content. But yeah, just clean off the air. Just wanted to say that out. So we're here and we'll work together to make Texas wrestling great.
Yeah, as you can see right above Julio's head, it says support indie wrestling, which is our big thing, support indie wrestling. I mean, we're all doing the same thing. Me, you, there's a few others, JF Elite V, Dabos Adventures, and there's a few others, Drown Texas. I can't remember by the top of my head. There's way too many of us now. Wrestling with Unicorns, even though they're from Chicago, I think, or
yeah,
Illinois,
they're from
somewhere
Chicago.
up
there. Yeah,
and they come down here. But yeah, we're all here for the same thing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like I've known quite a few here from Texas, as you mentioned, Drum, Texas. That's one in the Houston area, Stoney Only, Mass Lucha Vlogger. There's Tony Smith. Shout out to Tony Smith from Houston. There's a lot, man, and it's great to see that growing up, and it's great to see that everybody is supporting each other, sharing your content and stuff like that, and that's what I like to see, But as mentioned, there was things and stuff like that, but as mentioned, all of that is over. We're done with bull crap. I was gonna say that word, but I don't know if you allow cussing. But
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, so there's no more bullshit. We ain't fucking around. We're all here for the same thing.
Yeah. I don't want to dive too much into it. What happened? What happened? If you knew, you knew. If you didn't know, you don't. You don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not important anymore. Yeah. What else?
Yeah, man, and yeah, that's something I just wanted to get out first already, right off the bat, because I know there's people speculating and stuff like that, and telling us, and differences and all the crap. You know how the environment is in the Texas wrestling scene. Unfortunately, sometimes it's mediocre, sometimes too dramatic, and
it's high school,
you just want to be
high school.
Yeah, high school, dude. It sucks, but here we are, just clearing everything out. We all got to work together and stuff.
Yep. What do you got in the works? What do you got coming up?
We got a lot of things coming up, man, and it's starting off right now. I am working with the local vlog from this past weekend from Local Wrestling, Houston, Texas. At the moment, I did finish over the interview with the King Cobra Exotic with Elijah. Y'all check it out in the channel. It's in right now. Still got to work in with the highlights of Loco, the vlog itself. Still got to work on some few matches we got. We have a lot of matches to work with from Brownsville, here in the 956, out in Houston, Port Lavaca, different little places, and we still got more shows coming up. I got next weekend, tentatively, I might do Lucha Maniacs in Laredo. Next day, Will Wrestling in Mission and Alton, Texas in the 956. First the fake 956 and the real 956. So that's the plan for next weekend. And then we got New Breed Wrestling. Finally, there's going to be some news regarding into the WrestleVlogs Championship. I actually have the WrestleVlogs Championship right here. Who at the moment couldn't take it. some issues, but it is here with me. But there is some news on regarding for the WrestleVlogs Championship, which will come within a few weeks. As well, after that, I should be going to GCWA, Gulf Coast Wrestling Alliance, their next up and coming show, and as well with the next day NLW Novalde over there with the guys and supporting our ring announcer Karina Giselle.
Man, that was a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
lot.
a lot.
Like, you need to take a breath real quick, man.
Yeah, it's like I'm just like freestyling and stuff.
You know what? Let's turn to an interview. How'd you start WrestleVlogs? What came? How'd you come up with WrestleVlogs, and why'd you want to start doing it?
So man, dude, this is gonna be a long story, but it's fine. All right. So we started WrestleVlogs. So here's the thing. Before WrestleVlogs, I had my own personal channel, which was called the Phenomenal One. I got it because I was a big AJ Styles fan, Bullet Club fan, and shit like that. So the reason I started it because I started first the Phenomenal One before WrestleVlogs. My friends had their own channel. Their names are Gail and Marco, and they had their own channel. They're all influences of like Logan Paul, the Paul brothers, and KSI, and all of those. So I would come out in their videos and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? And this was during my senior year. I was like, you know what? Let me start my videos. Let me just start bull crapping and stuff like that. Let me just start doing challenges. Let me start doing Q&As, reactions, like simple stuff like that. At some point that I got to college, I was like, man, this is boring. There's nothing much to do. Limited stuff. At one point, actually, I was back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I still was rolling with that channel. I recorded some footage from a three-bat show here in Brownsville. Three-bat Productions. It was Halloween Mania, but I forgot which number it was. But it was Halloween Mania. It had Pentagon, Ray Phoenix, Brian Cage. It had Thunder Rosa with that gimmick of the one she was at Lucha Underground. I keep forgetting that name. That's the first time I met Sammy Guevara.
Cobra Moon?
Yeah,
Cobra?
I think so. Cobra something.
Yeah, I didn't watch Lucha Underground, but I remember seeing having that 8x10 of it.
Yeah, so I met her, I met Drago, I met a lot of people during that show, and I had some footages, and I was going to turn that into a vlog, but for some reason, I think the files got corrupted or something. I don't remember what I did. So that was supposed to be like pre-WrestleVlogs, and that's what I was going to vlog a show when they did Cine El Rey every Friday with Wrestling Revolution, but none of that came in, and after that, I finished doing the Phenomenal One. So after finishing the Phenomenal One, I was like, I'm going to do YouTube. I'm just going to chill out. Then later, as I mentioned earlier, there were weekly shows at Cine El Rey in McAllen. So that was with Wrestling Revolution before Wrestling Revolution unfortunately dissolved, and was changed over to Newbury for a better, for the business. But back when it was Wrestling Revolution, I met Adrian Zilla. So I met him. He was a merch guy with Bandana Joe. Most of y'all know him as Alvaro from AEW, Spanish commentator. So he was a manager there for, he was the merch manager for Bandana Joe or Joe Haas or whatever you want to call him. People know him different names. So we were talking and stuff like that. And he's like, hey, what if we ever do like type of like interviews with wrestlers and stuff like that, just shoot the shit. I'm like, I mean, I guess that could work. And I was like, you know what, I used to do vlogs. What if we do vlogs and interviews together and just smash it up and do different types of things, so that's how we were born with the idea of WrestleVlogs. We started it off with our first vlog at GCWA at Sammy Guevara's last show. I think it was the birthday bash, not mistaken. But yeah, that's how we started. And then we did a local show in Mission, Texas with Jorobado Ronald. It's like Ronald McDonald, but like it's a weird gimmick, but it's really funny. And then that's when we did our third video after that with Thunder Rosa, and that's when Thunder Rosa chopped me. And every time I go to 3-Bat, it's the same show, 3-Bat Productions. Every time I go to 3-Bat, they're like, oh, it's the guy who got chopped by Thunder Rosa. So I mean, that's how they molded me there. But yeah, more or less, that's the story of WrestleVlogs, and we've been running for 2 years, and been pretty proud of how we accomplished different things and things that I didn't expect to do. And there's points where I wanted to give up. There's points where I was like, man, this ain't gonna work. But we're still here, little by little. We're trying our best.
I've done a lot, and I think it's been 3 years. 2019 was that Santa Guevara show.
It's about 3 years. Yeah.
How'd you come up with the name WrestleVlogs?
WrestleVlogs. I honestly on that one, I know it was me who made it up. But honestly, there's no really a story on how the name was made. So it was just like, you know what, we're gonna go to. It's a wrestling show. We wrestle and we do. Well, not wrestle, but we show wrestling and do vlogs. You know, it kind of does make sense. Like if it's WrestleVlogs, you're gonna go vlog wrestling. So that's kind of how the name was created.
Before I started doing what we did, I was gonna do, because the Wrestle Talkos podcast, I was gonna do vlogging, all that type of stuff, wrestling shows. I looked up wrestling vlogs on YouTube, wrestling vlogs, and those are the only popped up. And I was thinking about using that name at one point. I didn't though, but I just kept it under Wrestling Talkos.
Yeah.
Jaime.
Yo, shout out Jaime. What's up?
What up, man?
Great show. Saturday, I'm still working on that vlog, man.
Yeah, that Joe Fuego match was fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, it's a great match. I like the story, how it was built up, everything to go, and it ended up at Loco at a perfect place.
Yeah, took a year build up, which I mean it shouldn't have taken a year at all, but it took a year.
Yeah.
So you said you got chopped by Thunder Rosa. How'd that idea come to be? You called it what? Mark the Mark?
Yeah, it was called Mark the Mark. We retired it. I passed it on to Jesse. I endorsed with Jesse. He's like, you can do it, man, no problem. Just be careful because it is very risky doing that. You got to know how to position yourself and stuff like that, and different things come in. But yeah, how Mark the Mark started was that I was interviewing Thunder Rosa actually, and I had a Sammy Guevara shirt. It was that gray one, the last from the last indie show. So just to be cagapalo, I wore it with Thunder. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it, and then I'll do the interview with her. So then she saw my shirt, and she's like, you know what? I don't like this shirt. And she took off my shirt, and she's like, this is what happens if you wear Sammy Guevara's shirt. And she just shot me like really hard, and a lot of people around were popping for it and stuff like that. And it's in Brownsville, you know. Brownsville is full of Raza 956, so a lot of people are like, ora, like otra, like another one. So everyone was all excited and stuff like that. And then at that same show, Killer Cross was there at that same show, and Killer Cross came out with the chair, and I was like, man, I don't know how to take a chair. I was like, nah, like I chickened out honestly with that chair shot, but that's how it came about. And then me and Zilla were talking about it, and we were like, dude, we should do a segment. We get chopped by wrestlers and call it Mark the Mark and stuff like that. I was like, all right, whatever. And I was really scared because like I didn't expect it, because I'm not used to taking chops and stuff like that. The first person who did Mark the Mark officially was our former WrestleVlogs champion, Príncipe Celestial. He's a hard chopper, man. He let me like a mark for like about a week, but the hardest one I've ever gotten, and it's the one that ended Mark the Mark, was with Bestia 666 at GCW. Man, were you there when that happened?
What show was that?
GCWA.
What show though?
I think it was the one with
when they won the titles.
Yeah, where they won the titles.
That was, I think, Carter in Texas too. I think I was there. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, so I was there. So he chopped me, and it was supposed to be Ben. Well, Silva's chopped me, then Ben Galvan, because I did promise him that he was gonna chop me, and then I think it was Josh, and then after that it was Damian 666, which it was an honor because he's a legendary luchador, and I was looking up to him when he was with the Perros de Mal, with El Hijo de Paraguayo, with a lot of different people. So it was an honor getting chopped from him, and then from his son. That's where it happened, and then he chopped me hard, like you could hear the whole room like gasping and stuff like that. And I was on the floor for a while because that one didn't really hurt, and I was in handcuffs, so I couldn't do much shit. But other than that, I was like, I want to do it, but then at the same time, I want to get the product more serious and stuff like that. It's fun to do it, but sometimes you gotta call it off. But hey, you never know, it might come back. one day.
Yeah, you passed it down to Jesse. Jesse's been taking it over, man.
Yeah, man, and it's great seeing Jesse do it. I did see he hasn't posted it yet, but I did see here. I did see the one where he got a chop from Jay Davis. Man, that gave me like flashbacks, really bad flashbacks. But hey, as long as Jesse's having fun with it and stuff like that, like it's cool with me. I got no problem.
Yeah, I told him he was asking who you should get shot by. I was like, Jay Davis. It'll be tough.
Yeah.
Him, he got shot by Jay Davis, Casey, Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was them three at Loco.
Yeah. And I told him, like, hey man, Loco is gonna be really crazy. I never did mark the mark at Loco because whoever's at Loco is another type of breed. Like they're gonna fuck you up if you're gonna want to chop or anything.
Yeah. How'd you started doing highlights, vlogs, and then you moved over to full matches? What was I guess the thought process going into that?
I don't know. Like I just wanted to put in the different varieties and stuff like that. Not only vlogs and interviews. Like you know what? Let's put in full matches. Let's put in um, a thing that I've been wanting to do, but I haven't really done it much. I'll go back to it. Is food reviews. So it's where we get foods that we never tried, or I bring a food, or someone brings me a food, and we review it and stuff like that. Um, that's a thing I was thinking for food reviews. There's like different things I wanting to do for WrestleVlogs. So, but process of that, as mentioned, you want to get a variety. When you're a channel, not only you want to stick into one thing, you want to vary with a lot of stuff, and because you never know if this person's like tired of vlogs or whatever, wants to see something different, and they see something different they like, then it's gonna, it's gonna expand and explode depending on who shares and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. You transitioned. You used to have, or I don't know if you still do, if they're still part of it, but you said Mochzilla. I can't remember the other guy's name. The one that Chazo, I think, from San Antonio.
San Antonio.
What happened to them, and how did you transition more into Karina and Adam? Is Adam part of WrestleVlogs?
He's kind of like a part timer. He's not really in the crew yet, but he's out there just to spread the word, help it out. So, with the transition of that, we did start over with Zilla. At the moment, right now, Zilla's catching up with a lot of things that he's unable to be on WrestleVlogs, but he's more than welcome to do whatever we got to do and stuff like that. He's still part of the crew, but he has been with other things that he's been trying to catch up with. Chazo Swole. Last time I actually saw Chazo was at Dallas at the Dallas WrestleMania weekend. I bumped into him in ROH, so that was the last time I saw Chazo. Chazo's been busy with different things as well. He was training at some point with the Dog Pound over there with Jazz and Ronnie Mac. But at the meantime, right now he's been kind of busy, so we haven't really had contact with him, or we haven't even gone to San Antonio in a while. But we might go back in San Antonio real soon. We also have the mark number 2, which is David. As well, a lot of the people we started off with, they're kind of catching up with their things. David's kind of coming in and out and stuff like that whenever he wants to go to shows and stuff like that. But all of these guys are still part of the crew now. With when we transitioned over with some more people, for example, with Karina, she's been part of the crew ever since we got her that opportunity to ring announce, and she's been doing a great job. She's already getting a lot of bookings and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool just seeing her shine. And with Adam, once again, he's just a part-timer. He has his own things and stuff like that, but I'm glad for him that he's there with us to help us out, to help me out with any hard cams or anything, just hype up the crowd or whatever, or just share our stuff. It's we're out there as a support system and stuff like that. We all support each other in many different ways, and I'm proud to and happy to have these people on our crew.
What are the future plans for WrestleVlogs? Do you have any future plans coming up?
Future plans, just keep vlogging, just keep doing different things for the brand. At the moment, we are wanting to expose over the WrestleVlogs Championship. I think it's about like 2 months already since we haven't been able to showcase the WrestleVlogs Championship. Juve has been busy with Lucha Maniacs. He is the current Lucha Maniacs Tag Team Champion. He's been busy with other bookings and stuff like that around different places in Mexico, here in the States, and it's pretty cool. So, but coming up, we're gonna have him defend the championship belt pretty soon. So stay tuned to the WrestleVlogs page in regards to that, and as well, we are getting, excuse me, we are getting new merch out. Finally, about time we are getting new merch. So stay tuned on that on the WrestleVlogs page. The new merch will be out. And then as well, still have some of the old merch. If you want some of that, just as well DM me or the WrestleVlogs page, and we'll take care of you. But other than that, on the future WrestleVlogs, just keep doing what we're doing and probably expand more out of the Houston area, more going to at least once or twice a year in Dallas, because it's really hard for us from the Valley to drive all the way to Dallas, because it's like an 8-hour drive, and it's a horrible drive. But probably soon we could cover a show or two over there in the Dallas, even in Beaumont. Um, our dream is El Paso, so El Paso's way more far, but they do have a lot of great lucha scene, and we are big fans of the lucha scene, so that's why we wanted to check it out.
A show coming up in October, El Paso, New, I think it's called. I forgot the acronym is, but it's New, and they have a few people coming in that I want to go see, but I don't think we're gonna be able to make it out in October. So
yeah, I've seen that show. It's pretty stacked. It has Dulce Tormenta. It has over ASF. It has Gringo Loco. One of the guys that I've been wanting to see a lot, Commander. I'm not too sure if you've been hearing a Commander is making sound waves right now. Originally from Reynosa, Tamaulipas, which is not far from here from my house. So it's pretty cool just hearing someone from Reynosa, from the 956 area, just making it out there, And it's I've been wanting to catch up with him and catch one of the shows. He was actually booked here, not far from where I live here in Port Isabel, for a show. But unfortunately, that day I have to go do another show in McAllen. But hopefully, they can bring in them for a show here in Texas. They are missing out if they're not booking Commander.
You've been around the Texas indie scene for quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some top 5 talent you should be on the lookout for besides your WrestleVlogs champion, Juventud?
Yeah, besides him, people should be looking out for Príncipe Celestial. Not because he was our former WrestleVlogs champion. This guy, this kid, he's been going hard at it. He has different styles. He has lucha. He has technical. He could give you anything. He could go roll with anyone. I feel like he needs more of that opportunity out there. So if you're looking for a luchador that has all jack of all trades, then he's a perfect one. The next one right now, he's going pretty good. Epidemic Junior. As mentioned, I was actually the fortunate one to see his first match. If I'm not mistaken, his first match was here in Mission, Texas. He impressed me. He's been doing pretty good. He's been guided by Epidemius, the bigger guy. So he's doing pretty good. He's going out there. Another guy people should keep an eye on is Cuervo. Cuervo has been killing it. I was as well the fortunate one to see one of Cuervo's first matches, his first match actually. But he's been killing it in Lucha Maniacs here in the Valley. I would love to see him more outside of the 956 area. Get him. I've been seeing him in PPW in Corpus. I've been seeing him in Houston and stuff like that. But I would love to see more exposure of Cuervo out there. So another person is Brillante Rebe. Right now, Brillante Rebe is this kid is going hard right now. Last, I think, was 2 weeks ago. He debuted in IWRG. This is in Mexico City, one of the biggest independent promotions there in Mexico City. He's been killing in Reynosa main events. He's done shows here and there, here in the Valley. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, right now he's out there in Piedras Negras, Coahuila. So he's doing pretty good. He's one of the former WrestleVlogs contenders and stuff like that. So he's one of the guys that people should look out for. And one of the other guys is from Corpus, Matias Suarez. That guy as well. He has a lot of technical wrestling. He has a lot of lucha libre. He's one of the guys that it has hybrids. Most of the guys that I talk about are high flyers and are mostly hybrid and stuff like that. I think wrestlers that no lucha and wrestling itself and different variations of wrestling in one is just help them out and keeps an eye on the fans and gets their attention. So I would say those are my top five right off of my head.
Dude, Suarez is, to me, I've been saying it since day one. He's the most underrated in Texas. He needs to get booked out more, but obviously his actual job, he can't get booked out a lot. And he's just damn good. It's always great seeing his matches. At GCWA coming up the 19th, he's facing Cole Carter, who I think just signed to AEW.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was former Two Dimes in NXT. So that should be a good matchup.
Yeah. Funny story. I mean, not funny story, but it was gonna happen. Back at WrestleRave when Nick WrestleRave contacted us, he was like, "Hey man, I want you to." That's when we had a Principe as a WrestleVlogs champion. He's like, "Hey man, bring your champion, bring your championship in and stuff like that. We'll put him with Cole Carter." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like Cole Carter is like, I was looking up this guy. I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be pretty cool." And then something ended up happening. We replaced him with ASF. It was still a good match, but seeing Cole Carter and stuff like that, it's pretty cool now that he's rebounding back into the industry, and I think he got signed with AEW, if not mistaken, as well.
Suarez should be one of the contenders coming up soon for the WrestleVlogs title.
Yeah, we're working on that. There is a lot of things that because there is still a lot of contenders out in the state of Texas, including the main number one contender, the former champion, Príncipe Celestial. So it's we are in the radar for Suarez. We are wanting to give him that opportunity, and hopefully soon we give him that opportunity for the WrestleVlogs championship, either with Juve or with anybody else who will be champion by then.
I don't got much any more questions. You want to talk about anything else, man?
Well, I mean, it just got out of my head. I mean, we could talk about the local show. I mean, I think now that we're here, we could talk about the local show when we were there and what differences and stuff we liked and stuff like that.
Yeah, local ran July 23rd, I think, a couple Saturdays ago.
Yeah, it was last Saturday.
Last Saturday. Yeah. The matches were all good. I can't remember what it started off with.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean,
LX3 and Bastian versus, I forgot the tag team name, but I know it's Kenny Calypso. I'm not too familiar with them, but that was the pre-show match. That match was really good.
Yeah, it's a lot of great top talents from Houston. I've been seeing those guys as well from videos and stuff like that. I've been seeing LX3 and Sebastian wrestle live. This is the first time I see with Kenny Calypso and his partner. I'm not good with names, so I'm sorry. But yeah, those guys are killing it in the Houston scene, and it's good to see that. Good that Loco puts in some time for these local talents, which it's pretty cool. And it was a good match just to give a little taste to everybody that's never been a Loco.
Yeah, I think I recorded the full match on that one. I don't think it was up on Title Match Network. I need to go back and check, but if not, I'll probably end up uploading it sometime soon because that match was really good.
Yeah.
The opening contest, man, dude, there was so many matches. I think like 10 of them.
Yeah,
and
way much.
It started like at 7:50 or so, and finished close to 1, I want to say.
Yeah, like 12:45. It felt like a long pay-per-view.
It felt like WrestleMania 35, the one that ran long.
Yeah, but hey, it was good. It was worth it. It was a good time. We all enjoyed it and stuff.
What was your favorite match of the night?
That favorite match, I mean, there is a lot, man. There is a lot of favorite matches, I would say. But I think the one I really had a lot of fun with and just was messing around with a lot of people was the one with Max Heights and Yoya. That was my favorite one.
Yeah, Drew. Yeah. We got out. I think we ate Waffle House. We got out there like at 2 or 3. We didn't get home until like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I didn't. We stayed at Houston. It wasn't long of a drive, so we were at this Mexican restaurant, Mucho Mexico. Recommended if y'all go next time to the premiere. It's about 6 minutes away, but it's open 24/7. Has like I'm not sponsored by them, so as a Mexican food panaderia, it's pretty fun. Like it's a good nice place, but I didn't sleep till like 2 or 3, like around 3 more or less, because we were waiting for the food and stuff like that, and we stayed quite a far from the premiere, but it was fun. But going back to my favorite match, just because I was having a lot of interaction with, and we were all just making fun of and stuff like that, probably would be Yo-Yo and Max Heights, because ourselves, WrestleVlogs, and Ringside Records, Max Heights, and their agent Enrique, we all have like a little story because of the last local show. I got knocked out and I was really pissed, and I told you know what, everybody boo this man and stuff like that. So that's how the crowd got real hyped up. So I would say that was one of my favorite matches. Other than that, I would say Robert Anthony and Christopher Daniels. That was a good match, technical and stuff like that. There's times I do really like technical wrestling. So, and especially seeing Christopher Daniels, because Christopher Daniels was one of the guys who brought me back into pro wrestling, because back in like 2016, 2015, it was when WWE was really bad and stuff like that. So I gave up on WWE, and then I gave up in wrestling in general because I didn't know such things about the indies and stuff like that or any other promotions. So back when they had it was on channel, it was a channel here, channel 4. So they had Ring of Honor on TV. I didn't even know about that, so I was switching channels, and then I see Alberto Rio come out. I was like, "What the heck? Who's this?" Like, I knew who it was, but I was like, "What kind of company is this?" and stuff like that. And that I saw just that little bit. I was like, "Oh, well, I gotta watch this next Saturday," because they would do the episodes every Saturday at like 10:30 and stuff like that. So I started watching Ring of Honor. I started watching Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Adam Cole when he was with the Kingdom and stuff like that. Motor City Machine Guns. I got more familiarized, and then with New Japan and stuff like that. And I saw Christopher Daniels, and I told Christopher that day at Loco, I was like, "Hey man, you're like one of my favorite dudes because you got me back into pro wrestling. It's pretty awesome meeting you and stuff like that." And he's really cool about it, and he's a great guy to meet up with.
Yeah, man, Daniels was awesome. I remember watching TNA back in the day, like in 08, I think is where I got in TNA, and him. Styles is my favorite in TNA, but he was my top 5 for sure. Him, I was a fan of Robert Roode during the time when he was doing the whole selfish generation gimmick, and Motor City Machine Guns, my favorite tag team from there. Like all of them in TNA were killing it in 08. Samoa Joe. So it was cool seeing him, and then Ego. I've been wanting to see Ego for a while. I haven't seen him live, and I've been following him. Mainly because of Joe. I've been watching his matches and all that, and it was really cool seeing them both live and seeing that like Ego, was a fan of him for I think 23 years or some shit. Seeing that he actually got his dream match, like proving dreams can come true and whatnot. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was a cool little story. I like things, especially in indies. Most of the stories are done in a ring, and then later on they're done everywhere else and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to see something like that.
I think my obvious match of the night was Joe Fuego. That match is up on the channel if y'all want to watch it. And I can't. Jay Davis, Chris Carter. That match is really good. Jay Davis, Chris Carter doesn't go for a dive, and Davis speared him out of the air.
Yeah, that was a crazy one out of nowhere. I mean, that was a great match. I loved it too. Chris Carter has been growing up and stuff like that. It's been doing pretty big as well. Jay Davis doing himself out there. Jay Davis is doing pretty good, and I like to see that. Jay Davis is very underrated. I think that's one of the names I missed out on the 5 Texas, but I'll add him in there. Jay Davis, people should get him more out there.
Yeah, he's been growing on me. I've seen him a few times, and he's really good. Him, like, there's a whole bunch of people that I want to see more of there in the Houston area or Dallas area, like him, Matt Locke. Matt Locke, I don't know if you've seen him. He's one of the dudes. He stays up in Dallas, Houston, and I want to see him more down here in Corpus, San Antonio, and all these other places. Like, he's really good. I think he did OTOB a couple shows back, and he's really good. Jay Davis. Lowrider, but I mean, people know about Lowrider, but
Oh
Lowrider
yeah.
is still underrated, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Dredd needs to get out more. People need to see him more. He's gonna be at NOW, I believe, in what day's on NOW 20th?
20th, yeah.
Exotic. I don't
Oh.
know. Is he going back exotic or is it's Elijah now?
It's exotic. I mean, Elijah's his name,
Yeah,
but
because I know they announced him as
yeah.
the Cobra Elijah, but
Mhm.
he's real good. I had like Max Heights. People were booing him. Y'all were booing him at Loco. I was like, I ain't booing this guy. This guy's fucking great.
Yeah, man. Max Heights is great, man. I would love to give him the opportunity for the WrestleVlogs championship. In fact, because he beat the WrestleVlogs champion, so I feel like he deserves an opportunity too, probably down the line.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else you want to cover, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, um, let me tell you the story on how because a lot of people are wondering how did Karina become ring announcer. Karina just joined in the team. I want to give her a shout out. I want to say thank you to Karina on how much she's grown for like a month, literally a month, on getting that confidence stuff like ring announcing. So one time we were coming back from that local show, the last local show, which was forgot when was it. It was not this one, but the one before.
April
Uh,
23rd.
yeah, the April 23rd one. So on that one, we were driving back, and she's actually before that one, um, at New Breed in McAllen, she was telling me like, "Oh, I really want to do ring announcing. I want to ask this person for ring announcing and stuff like that." And I don't really think much about it, and I told her like, "Yeah, you can do it. Just this, the thing is finding the correct people, right? You know." And then we were talking about it again on the way back to Loco. Um, she was telling me that she really wants to do ring announcing, that she's seen other people, that she can do some stuff and stuff like that. And I was like, and I had a show coming up the following weekend in Harlingen, here in Harlingen. It was a free show with Eagle Master Lucha Libre. So I was like, you know what? I have a match already there for the WrestleVlogs Championship. Let me ask the promoter, just give him permission and stuff like that. So I asked like, hey, I have this girl that wants to try out for ring announcing and stuff like that. We'll try it out. We wanted to try it out in their show first because one, it was a free show and stuff like that. And if it's a free show, not a lot of people in there. Like it's cool. Like if you mess up, it's all right. You learn later on and stuff like that. So I talked to the promoter, and the promoter's like, yeah, no problem. It's fine. It's okay. So I did let her know on that. She was really excited. We literally had like a week or week and a half to practice for her and stuff like that. But she turned out good. Actually, the matches on our page. It was Juventud Aérea versus Asterisco Junior versus Brillante Rebe. It is on our page. So I want to check out her first match that she ring announced, and then she was reached out to Carlos Guerra, good friend Carlos Guerra from Victoria. So as well, the local ring announcer. So he reached out to her and stuff like that, and to be the mentor. And as well, Carlos had the Lucha Pro Wrestling show in Port Lavaca. So that was her debut show for to be a the full show, to ring announce the full show. So after that, um, she did pretty well. She did pretty good. I really loved it. We all loved it as well. Carlos really liked it, and is going to put her as permanent ring announcer there for Lucha Pro Wrestling. Then she did NLW Nuvalde, and when she did her ring announcing in Loco, she was really excited about the debut. Came out as a surprise, so it was pretty cool for her to do the ring announcing at Loco. It was heartwarming because we were working up for her and stuff like that. We were supporting her, and we're glad that she made the dream, and she's still gonna continue to ring announce in different places. If I'm not mistaken, she does have a booking in Laredo on the 20th. I'm not no, she has NLW for sure. She has NLW, and then I think the next one's coming up is on the 13th in Laredo with CSWs. If I'm not mistaken, CSW out of Laredo. Um, and yeah, it's pretty cool just seeing her advance and stuff like that, and I'm proud to have her as a team.
Yeah, she did real good at Loco. I was saying she liked her and everything.
Yeah, and she killed it, and I hope she does the funeral for the next show. So,
Yeah,
sky's the limit.
the funeral looks stacked already. This is gonna be a good show.
Yeah, already, and I mean, pretty much there's nothing already announced yet, but it's already going to be a great show, and we are going to be there on the funeral of Reggie Jackson.
I don't know if we're gonna be there, but it looks pretty good.
Mhm.
But anything else you want to talk about, man, before we end it?
No, man. If this is if we're gonna end it here, so I just want to thank you for inviting me here onto your podcast, just talking about stuff, shooting the shit. Once again, we're done with a lot of bullshit. We are here to stay. We are here to work together to make Texas wrestling great. Um, we're here just to help out each other, help out the talent. We aren't here just to hit on each other. So you are here in good hands, and make sure to follow us on WrestleVlogs. We got a lot of things going on. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Even though we're not backing it, but we'll be backing it. Subscribe to our channel. We're having full matches. We're going back on vlogs. I've been kind of distant of vlogs. I mean, there's times where I want to do it, but then there's times where I don't film enough footage to do a vlog. So I ended up doing like highlights or a full match or something like that. But we are going to return in a vlog mode this week. So I am going to be working currently on the local vlog. But with other than that, as mentioned, follow us on all social media platforms, subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned to where we're going to be at. We're going to put on the different shows that we'll be at uh, for our schedule, and as well on where the WrestleVlogs Championship will be defended. As mentioned, it's been 2 months since the championship has been defended, so much that I even have it here at home just chilling. But other than that, just stay tuned when it will be defended. All I can say is it's going to be defended next month, but stay tuned on where.
All right. This week we have a lot of stuff coming up. Tuesday we have full match coming up. I'm uploading Josh Calavan versus T Ray from Highland Texas 3. That'll be up Tuesday 10 a.m. Taco Tuesday. Wednesday, Friday the 14th. I believe they're reviewing Mia. Stay tuned for that at 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m. One of those on the channel. Thursday is another Taco Thursday. Full match will be Suarez versus Jonathan Lopez from Highland Texas 3. Friday we got nothing. Saturday we got Wrasslin Talkos podcast, the return. We're reviewing Turning Point 2004 TNA. Stay tuned for that. And then have an Uwu episode coming up with Roxo and Sam Stackhouse from Loco. That was a good one. We did Stranger Things, blind box, blind bag, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff. We'll catch y'all guys later, man. Peace.